Fc13, Chapter 13, Raw Food Living. Raising healthy, zestful and composed children. Composed. When we look at young children at an early age, overweight, some obese, and many of them very hard to control, when that would be the word to use. Most parents are working, and they are mainly in the hands of other family members, babysitters, schools, and sometimes sport teachers. When the parents reach home, there is little time to raise our children well, and they oftentimes get the one-minute managers in front of them, having little patience. Where are the real schools for couples raising children and proper nourishment? These are the areas from which most problems arise. In addition to certain toy and game creators, the fast food industry and the manufacturers of sweets are very aware of this fact and are adopted as the surrogate father and mother. Unfortunately, most of it is poor nutritious foods and very addictive, and could one day, when the authorities would see it in this way, be announced as drugs. The children become malnourished, and the body constantly asks for fast sugars that boost the energies for a moment sky high and drops deep down again, and trapped they are in the circle. Living in artificial environments, with toxic fumes coming from everything around them, living under artificial lights, addicted to violent games and movies, interfering noises, and with no real energy, they are doomed for life. And we wonder why they are not well, hyper, and uncontrollable. Having hyperactive children is something we as parents cannot afford, for we are just tired. Conditioned by the standard diets that also lack life energy and nourishment, and the modern world foods are now just as the parents, weak, plagued with messages of disease, and slaves of endless addictions. With this base, they need to succeed to become successful in the modern world. How? Looking back when they were young, they were full of zest, drive for adventure, and had even saint-like qualities. They were the magic around us, but slowly but surely we took them into our world, where most of us are not even want to be, for we have lost the basics as well. Is it not time we start thinking about them? But is it not starting with us? When we want to give our children an inheritance, it is what we are. And when we are not healthy, malnourished, with no life energy, and not composed ourselves, how can we give them the inheritance? Or is it about securing the future only through money? The inheritance is what we think, what we are, what we say, what we do, and what we eat. And it is never too late to create a new foundation and set new priorities. And why not do it together? And the easiest, fast, result-giving area is taking care of changing into raw vegan food living. As long as we are the bringers of the money in the house, we can set new rules and guidelines. And when the children do not like the change, they can change it when they are on their own legs, which they're gonna do anyway. Before this time arrives, we have at least done our very best by giving them the best foundation. Take out all the poor addictive foods from the home and have an abundance of fresh around. Study and have the replacements of the sugar drugs ready. Frozen grapes in the deep freezer. A blender to make instant ice cream from frozen bananas. Homemade nut butters and pure chocolate balls, and prepare together the real pies made with a raw dough of dates, coconuts and other nuts. Anything they were used to, can be replaced with something more alive and nutritious. When this is not worth our investment, we must ask ourselves, how much worth are our children to us? After the initial stages, the entire family unit will change for the positive, and this is in reach for everyone.